Hello and welcome to episode 21 of my Galaxy Gaming Skyblock. I know this episode is coming later than expected and it has two reasons. One is I've done a lot of off-camera work getting experience so I could upgrade my farming and my gathering so I could plant the nickel seed. And I've been working on Thaumcraft. Now, last time we showed you how you can smelt items in the crucible, and you throw in a catalyst, and poof, you get something else. Now, there's another way, and it is using a Sencha smelter. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to throw you out. Sencha smelter will smelt items like a crucible, but instead of just keeping it in there to throw something else in, this is the arcane alembic, of which you can have up to 4, but I don't understand quite why I would need 4 when really 1 is enough most of the time. So I got 1. And it collects the essence or essentia in there. Now, to get to use that, you store it in a jar. Now, jars are really simple. Jar is just 7 panes and a slab in the arcane workbench, and if you do that again, if you put this in the arcane workbench again, you get a void jar. And the void jar, basically if it's full, which is 250 essentia, the void jar will just accept more and void that. I normally have 2 jars of every essentia, 1 regular and 1 void. So then you can keep as much as you want in the first one in regulars, and if you're overflown, then it goes into the second one, and if that overflows, it will void. Now, let's see. We need another essentia. I want to get to the workbench charger, and I need to start here at basic oromancy, and I need to make a blank letter focus, for which I need aurum, precantatio, and precantatio, scary, and Vitreous. Aurum I don't have yet. Precantatio I don't have yet, and the other one, Vitreous, I do not have yet. So let's start with that. Vitreous I know is glass, and at some point you're gonna learn. And if you don't, then you're gonna watch the items in here. So you can burn coal or you can burn something else. Adamantium has the best result in general. And you can see the yttrium coming into the alembic. And then you can right click it with the jar and it will take the yttrium out of there. Right? And put it here, give it a label, yttrium. Now, the cool thing is, once you've done this, and it's labeled and all that, you can automate this fairly easily. And that's what this is for, the filling essentia transfuser. If you look into the book here, the alchemy, it starts about alchemy smelting, which is this machine. And it goes into the alchemical automation, which will come later. And essentia tubes. In Thaumcraft 4 and 5, essentia tubes or golems were the only way to automate this process. You would have a bunch of tubes then you would have 4 alembics, bunch of tubes coming out, 2 jars, and they would hiss and spew, and it was always clogging and didn't really work. This is the Thaumcraft 6 equivalent, but much better, and it's right here. There are 2 transfusers. There's the filling transfuser and emptying transfuser. The filling transfuser fills jars, the emptying transfuser pulls from jars. So, if I drop more glass in here, the yttrium that's piling up in my alembic goes straight into the jar. How cool is that? And they've really gone all out with animations of streams, etc. Also, if you get rifts and if you get voids and whatever. So that is one. We now have yttrium. We also need precantatio, which I know Sales Munices. It has 5. Okay, I'm gonna grab a few, and I'm gonna grab some more jar. And I'm gonna jars, and I'm gonna grab some more labels. Because this has 2 aspects that I don't have yet jar for it yet, right? No, I don't have these, either of them. So, what I'm gonna do is get the first one in, put it down, give it a label. You don't need a label, I mean, it will flow anyway, right? Yep. And the Essentia transfuser, the filling and the emptying one, can reach jars up to 16 blocks in any direction. And I believe it's from this block here, it could be from this block. So I usually go just make sure I'm within 16 of either of those. Okay, now we get another new one. And it's empty. So now we have Precantatio and we have Vitreous. And the only one we need now is Aurum. Aurum. What do we get Aurum for? And if you don't know, then this is how you look it up still. The Arcane Workbench has 5. Crystal Infuser, Wands. Let's see. The treasure. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. Yeah. Silver wood smoking pipe. That's an infusion. We're not gonna do infusion just yet. Black lesser focus. Yes, thank you. That's what we're trying to make. Scribing tools. Oh, but these are chemical scribing tools, which require ore. Aurelia. Shaded ore. Light ore. Ingot of light. I've never heard of those. Crystal cluster block. Holder. This can be pretty tricky. Crystal beta. I'm not there at Nether Stars yet. Thank you very much. Oh dear, how do we get Rune of Mana? Has 25 of it actually. Cox of Refeeding has 25. So here's the thing. And can I smell you? And where are you? I think it's doing it, but it's really slow because it has a whole lot in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of those I have, but this one I don't have yet. I'm gonna put it down, give it a label. And more's coming out, and it's fine, it'll go over there all by itself. I really love this, so much better than those stupid pipes. Or here you go. Let's see, we should have 5 more, right? Yeah, Bestia. I didn't have Bestia yet. What else? We get Metallum. That yellow hand or glove, whatever it is. The armor and Precantatio. Precantatio we have. Armor we have now as well. There goes the... Oh, Metallum we already had. That's good. What about the glove? I don't think I have that one yet. Now, I like to normally set this up in a nice array of jars, or you know, planks of jars, especially if you get chisels. Really cool. And many packs, or the default Thaumcraft I think is 37, and it's very well doable. This pack has so many aspects like this one. Never heard of before, never seen it before. Let's see, this one, never seen it before, or that one. So I don't know how many there are, and you can't really tell either, unless you want to go through 35 pages of JI. Somehow I don't. Okay, lesser focus. We have all the items, right? So now we just need a Ordo V crystal. And we have those over here. So instead of throwing the catalyst into the crucible, we put the catalyst into the thaumatorium. Right here. And it's gonna ask me what I do want to make, because there's 2 recipes with an Ordo V crystal as a catalyst. So I'm gonna click for blank lesser focus, and it's gonna pull the Aurum, the Brigantatio, and the Victus from here, and it will throw out the lesser focus. Nice, huh? With no waste. I don't have to throw in slivers anymore. You know, this is fantastic. Teach. There you go. And now, where are you? Ormancy. You should be happy. Now it wants me to examine fire and get a focal manipulator. Focal manipulator. I'm gonna do a bit of this on camera. Also because I'm kind of stuck on other fronts, but that's different. Did I make a stone table yet? No, I didn't. Slabs, which is this one. And is it stone or is it? It is stone. Stone. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of off-camera work and a lot of getting experience, and it took quite a lot of experience. If you look at this, this requires 40 per level. This requires 28 per level, and you know, once you've gone past 30, it goes really, really slow. Arcane stone, which I made, by the way, in order to progress towards that transducer. I had to make the runic matrix, which you can use in an infusion altar, and I'm sure we're going to be doing that at some point. Just not very eager. Sorry. Resonator. Iron plates and gold. Iron plates. Gold ingots. Let's first make a stone table. Oh. So I can use this as a regular crafting table, but for some reason the AI won't see it as such. So it won't do shift clicking that. Right. But it will shift click for an arcane workbench recipe. Weird. Okay. So this takes 95 V, which is, you know, it's not too much, and we got plenty available right now. But we get recipes that take more. For example, the Essentia smelter, the Thaumium Essentia smelter, took 250, and our chunk only has one. Ooh, we got some flux here. Around 200, I think. So that wasn't gonna work. I had to move my arcane workbench. Examine fire very closely. Okay. Flint. Now, how to examine fire closely? Let's put some netherrack down. Actually, right there. Now, I can look at it. That is not it. I need to... Oh, I need to set myself on fire. You felt something. I couldn't read it what it said, but it will stop going back there. Alright, it will say I've examined fire closely, and I have. It was pretty close. So this is all the parts it was telling us about, and now it's open to recharge pedestal. The focal manipulator, although it's pretty cool, I don't think I have a need for it in this world. You can make magic spells that you can cast with your caster's gauntlet, and yeah, I don't have a need for spells here, like breaking blocks or killing enemies. So, recharge pedestal requires a theory. Again, I've done a lot of theories, and I'm not sure how I can focus this on armancy. I just need to be lucky and hope for the best. Okay, I think this may push me over the 100%. I need celestial nodes, lunar waning, and stellar northern quadrant. So this is the growing moon, and this is the northern quadrant. 115, one more. Romancy, there we go. I don't want a bonus draw, thank you very much. Yay! By the way, getting these done is quite easy if you can use the blood magic ritual and sleep and just take pictures. So, here, complete. Great. Now, I'm not actually going to make the recharge pedestal, I want to make the workbench charger. I need another theory, auramancy, and I need an observation. I have that one. I need another theory. I thought I'd show you this part because this again is interesting. I need Ignis and V crystal and a Mortis V crystal. I have Ignis, of course, because I have a table there. I don't have Mortis, but rotten flesh contains that, as well as two other ones. So let's get this one set up right here. Get this one set up right there. And get this one set up right here. Now, all I need to do is throw in a sliver and select, by the way, I can remove that one, and select Mortus. I just realized that this would be quite a nice way to get Mortus from rotten flesh. Am I stupid? Spider eyes have it, but I thought rotten flesh had it. Okay, spider eye it is. You have 5. You got a lot more junk. And the other 2 we have. Okay. This one has a jar. By the way, you can also tell that I now have to do a lot more steps before I can complete my theory. The further you progress, the harder it gets. Oh, don't want to do that just yet. Bestia. Alright, there we go. That's the one I wanted. So now this is gonna draw it, right? And spew out the crystal, the V crystal that we need, so we can complete this part. And I'm gonna try and get more romancy. Okay, we have both of these complete. Now we can make the workbench charger. Resonator, planks, and iron. And charger. I don't need to be here, I need resonating. I need some great wood planks. Iron ingots. And there you go. And how much does it take? 200. How much do we have? 197. Yeah, see, that's okay. Let's take our thermometer, and oh, we go in here. 242, right here. You get all your aspects back. Charger. Not that charger. Where's the other one? Am I blind? There it is. And there we get it. And the great thing about this charger, oh, it's actually a quest. The great thing about this charger is we go from 181 V available, well, it's actually dropping, to 2000 V available. It's actually drawing more free from the surrounding chunks and putting it all into our arcane workbench. So that's a pretty sweet thing. Now, that is about what I wanted to do today in Thaumcraft and show you what I've done. If we look at the quests book, apparently we did 2 quests with the essential smelting and the recharging. Now, Estrangs had a tip to look at Mithril and find out where it's unlocked. Mithril is from the Atomic Editions Reconstructed mod. And if we look in the book, Atomic Editions has a chapter here. And this has just unlocked Mithrilium. I don't know why it was unlocked. It wasn't unlocked before the episode. Okay, I've got the observations. It needs a void metal ingot. Void metal is vanilla Thaumcraft basically, and it requires Vitium. It requires a void seed. Okay, well, that is going to be a problem, because to get a void seed I need to let flux builds, and I know the book wants me to do that anyway. If I go over here, it's going to be, oh, you got warp. Yeah, I had some warp. Yeah, because of the research. And oh, this actually tells me how to make the sanity checker that I remember the book wanted me to do. Well, that's why it wasn't showing. Let's do that. That was really simple, and we tried to do that last episode. But what I was going to say is, the book wants you to let the flux builds, and once you've done that, it's going to tell you, oh, that was a bad thing. That was a bad thing that we did. We should have done that. Too late now, we've done it. Okay. I'm not quite sure how this works, by the way. Let's see. Oh, there it is. My sanity is pretty good. The lower that purple bar is, the worse your sanity gets. And the more you do forbidden research, the harder, or the higher the bar goes. So you can see it in the top left here. Sorry, it wasn't clear. That's where it is. Now it's not. Now it's there. That's my insanity, basically, which is quite low, which is good. Letting the flux builds by, for example, just letting these, I can just let one of these evaporate. I don't want to do that. It's quite dangerous, and you will get, at some point, you get a rift to another dimension, and the rift is quite dangerous as well. And then you have to break the rift, and that's the only way to get a void seed. The problem is, once you have those, you can get tainted, and it's really hard to get rid of it. We don't have a huge amount of chunks to do this, so you could do it all the way over here and hope it doesn't spread too much. But my experience with this flux and the rift are not so good. So I may just go ahead and skip that for now, and instead look at some other things. So I can put you in there, right? Yeah, I can take you back out. I can put you in there. Alright. Now, the other thing I was looking at last time is to upgrade the blast furnace so we can get to the higher tier. And to upgrade the blast furnace, and that's another question, another chapter actually, is we need these casing. We need the last tier, which is the advanced. We need Tech 90, by the way. And we need the advanced machine casing, which requires chrome. And a chrome plate comes from chrome ingots, which comes from chrome dust, which comes from the industrial electrolyzer. So let's make that one, which is an advanced machine frame, 2 extractors, iron plates, and control circuit. Extractor. Then 2 of these. Machine casing, advanced, which, no, not, what is that? Machine frame it is, frame. But it's the advanced machine frame, which apparently we didn't teach it yet. So carbon, basic, and advanced alloy. this one, right, and then iron plate. And as I took away my crafting orb, I'm gonna use this one. It's much easier anyway. First, let's make this, and let's teach you, just in case I need one in the future. Alright. Deck 31. Right, and that should give us chrome. I don't know if this is a multi-block. Let's find out. Let's get some cobblestone and make sure to get the wrench because I don't want to lose this thing. And can I teach you? I can. Even if I do lose you, it's not too bad. Let's have a look if this is a multi-block or not. No, doesn't look like it. Well, that is sweet. So I can put you right here at the end. Get another energy conduit. There we go. Overclockers, because why not? And then we need ruby dust, I think, right? Because we need chrome dust, and chrome dust comes from electrolyzing ruby dust, and we need empty cells. And I think we didn't teach the empty cell. That is kind of weird. So ingot, tin, and glass pane. It's also possible. There's my tin ingot. I don't have a tin ingot. I can't believe that. I can't believe that I never made a tin ingot. Okay. Now we have a tin ingot. And a pane. Center 16. Okay. And we need ruby dust, which comes from the grinder. And we needed 9. In the industrial electrolyzer. Gives me aluminium, chrome, and something else. What was that? Compressed air cell. Okay, can I? Yeah, I was afraid it wouldn't recognize that. So I'm gonna keep in this chest here of things that we can't even see. But aluminium was already known, I guess. And now chrome is known. And chrome can be melted into an ingot in the industrial blast furnace right here, which it's not too bad. 17,000 EMC. Right, and you can go back, you can go back, you can go back, and you can go back. And we now need to make this into a plate, which I'm guessing the compressor can do. There we go. Now we need 6 of those. It's hard to count, right? 6, 2 elite, and what was it? Enhanced machine casing, which we've done. Now, the only problem is I need Tech 9. I'm at 76. I'm gonna be getting experience for a while. Okay, that took a lot longer than I had anticipated. The previous recording was Friday evening It is now Saturday morning. I did sleep, don't worry. But that took about almost 2.5 hours to get the experience needed to level this to level 90, and it takes like 40 plus levels. First I did another stack of stone into, or maybe even a stack and a half, into imbued slate. I got a ton of those. And using the dagger, then I started, let's work on the shuriken a bit. And I had about 24,000 hits with that. I was able to upgrade it, so now I have even more quartz on it. And it kills even faster. And so there you go. Bit more of this stuff. And you can see that only went up to 28. Which I will save because it's precious. And at least I will have enough experience now to use the advanced machine casing and maybe reproduce it. Now I'm gonna need EMC. Let's grab 32 of those and a stack of that. Now let's check again. Uses for silver was chemical injection chamber. Uses for steel was just crafting by 9. Let's grab 36 of that. And because we're gonna need a decent amount of blocks, 610,000 EMC each. And let's see, it is gonna be 12, 24, 32, 34 blocks? Oh dear. That may actually be an issue. Right, you go in there. You go in here. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Almost 3 million, that's 5 of these. I also, working on that thing, completely filled up this chest to the point that, and I took out the stone already, the cobblestone, but I wasn't able to fit anything more into the sack mill. Let's take this out for a sec. Drop it over here, get all the EMC. And wait for the others to process into that neutronium ingot. Oh yeah, my meat's up here now because I was leveling up and I was just looking at the different traits you can get, and one of them was, I think it's here in, not in gathering, or was it? Mining is useless, magic, smithing, gathering? I don't know. Somewhere there's a skill that will feed you. Oh, this one. Makes eating a passive task, auto-feeding. Unfortunately, it means you're gonna hear a burp every now and then. Trying to think what I set up this for. I think this was my combiner. So, you're running, you're out of that, you're out of brine. I assumed as much, but okay, we've got 5.5. That's too much, but that's okay. I increase the heat for this thing here. Okay, let's see how many we can. Well, that's only gonna be, I don't know, 9. But I think it's possible to take out, to replace them part by part. Right, now there is lava in here that I wanna keep, let's see, like so. And then let's start replacing at the top. The end of work calls itself an infinite source of water, but it's not really. You can drain them. You can drain them pretty well. And this is not able to keep up with the demand here, especially at 3000 Kelvin. And therefore we're not getting enough brine. We're not making enough of the hydrogen sulfide. Well, I got 28. I also got some more steel essence. I just want to see if I can get a few more of these. 5, 6. We're gonna try. Let's see how far we get. 6. You. Then. Yeah, that's it. 2 buckets of lava back in there. Like so. What's your max temperature at now? 32,000 heat. And from, sorry, EMC, after nickel, the next tier is electrum that requires 37,000 heat. I need a lot more EMC. So, I fear the next episode may be another delay. See, it's just this one, these 3 keep full, and therefore this one keeps full, but I'm pretty sure if I add more conduits on the top, it's not going to remain full, and it won't be able to keep up. I can try, of course. I didn't take the highest tier. I had an ender conduit on there, and it would just be, you know, not be able to fill it again. So we can try. And I didn't bring the Yetta wrench, did I? No. So they won't connect. Yetta. Yeah. I'm gonna be AFKing a lot more, and let's do it. Let's just connect them all. And always active, always active. Yeah. It's ridiculous. We're doing 50 millibuckets. You know, if this is, if I take these out, then I'll be able to get a bit of a backlog again, fill up the brine. And for now, I'm afraid that's about as far as we can get for this episode. So, next episode, hopefully I have more EMC. How are you doing? Yeah, not too bad. I'll have more EMC and I'm able to move on to the next tier. I'm not sure if I'm going to do more Thaumcraft. I might set up the infusion altar. I don't want to use it yet. And I was thinking, at some point we'll get flight, which we'll need because we need to go into the end, and the end doesn't have blocks, as far as I know. It's a void. So we need flight, and then we might also set up a different island somewhere for flux, or maybe do it in the nether and set up another island for flux. Let me know if you have any suggestions for that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you do. If you have any questions, tips, tricks, comments, feedback in the comment section below the video, please. Thank you very much. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new to my channel, or I just haven't come around to subscribing. Yeah, come on, do it. You want it. I hope so. And until the next episode, which is going to probably take a bit more time again, AFKing. Thank you very much for watching and take care. Bye bye.